So guys, I know you remember this cooker so well. It has served me for the last 7 years and it is time for an upgrade. And this is my very first video that I posted on this YouTube channel, and actually it is the most watched. So guys, courtesy of this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. So finally I did an upgrade, but unfortunately my cooker could not fit in this particular space, so I shifted my kitchen, of course, which made my kitchen storage space to be much less, but all the same I needed the cooker. So yeah, so here is our new baby. This is the new cooker that I currently have, and I'm super excited to introduce this cooker to you guys. So we'll be putting it to test, trying out its key features and cooking up some delicious meals right here in my kitchen. So we'll cover everything from its design, its quality, its performance and ease of use, and of course I'll be sharing my honest thoughts and whether it's worth the investment. So don't forget to like, subscribe and hit on that notification bell. It has this glass door and it comes with some safety features right here on what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So yeah, so the brand is Simfer. It is a Simfer cooker. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4 gas burners. So this uses gas, and then it has 2 hot plates that uses electricity. Okay, so it is a 4 gas burner and 2 electric hot plate Simfer cooker. So we have the knobs on the right and we have the knobs on the left. So we're gonna start with the knobs that are on the left side. Let me zoom so that you can see. Here, let me focus right there. So guys, on this side we have the timer knob, we have the temperature knob, and we have the programming knob for the oven. So for the timer knob, it is calibrated from 10 minutes, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 to 90 minutes. So you can see that it has a timer right here. So this instructs you so well that this is the timer. So you need to set your food for certain minutes. If you want, for example, to bake for like 30 minutes, you just set 30 minutes. If you want to bake for 10 minutes, you can set 10 minutes. And once the 10 minutes are complete, you will hear that bell ringing sound, the notification. So it will just stop baking. Then next we have the temperature knob, or the temperature that you want to cook your food. So it is calibrated from a minimum of 40 to a maximum of 240 degrees Celsius. Then we have the programming knob. So with this knob, we have different calibrations on where you want your heat to come from, for example, when you're baking or when you're grilling your food. So for example, it has the heat coming from up and down, but with a fan. So this particular cooker has a fan setting which helps to distribute heat evenly when you're baking. And then it has the setting for heat coming from up and down. I don't know whether you can see this one. This means that heat is coming from up and down. So whenever you're baking, for example, if your oven doesn't have the fan, then you can choose this temperature so that your cake can bake evenly from both sides, from the upper part and the bottom part. Then it has this other setting where the temperature right there. So we have this other setting right here. This means that the temperature is only coming from the upper part, okay, when you set your oven like this. And this means that the temperature is coming only from the bottom part. So when you're baking, it is important that you use the fan. So when you're baking, it is important that you use this particular setting down here, where the temperature is coming from both the upper part and the bottom part, so that your cake can cook evenly, or you use the fan setting on top here. Then you have this other function right here. This function here is for grilling. So when you're grilling, this is the function that you set, but this grilling heat is coming from the upper part. And then we have this function here for grilling with fan. And then we have this function right here. This means that you're grilling with fan, okay? Grilling with fan, grilling with fan, and this one is for grilling. So those are the 3 temperature knobs that we have on top here. So on the right side we have 6 knobs, and you can see the calibrations very well. So we have the knobs for the gas cookers, and we have the knobs for the electric hot plates. So 2 knobs are for the electric hot plate, and 4 knobs are for the gas cookers. So for the knobs of the gas cookers, you just know them by the shading, okay? So for example, we have these particular 2 knobs. For the 2 knobs, you can see the shadings on top here. You can see the flames, you can see the flame. So the 2 knobs with flames, they are for lighting this particular gas cooker and these are the gas cooker, okay? So the 2 gas cookers right there. So for you to know which one to use or which one to light, we have the shadings on top here. So you can see that the first shading is below. So that means that this particular knob is for lighting the first one, this first one right here. And we have the shading right here. You can see that the shading on top is on top of the line. So that tells you that this particular second knob is for lighting this particular gas cooker right here, or this smaller gas cooker right here. So lighting this one, okay? Now we have the next knob. After these 2, we have the 3rd knob, okay? The 3rd knob, the shading is below here. So that means the 3rd knob, you can see it has setting in numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to a maximum of 6. So you can see that this is calibrated from 0 to a maximum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one you need to know that it is for the electric hot plate. And for the electric hot plate, it have a standard of 6 temperature levels. So when you're using your electric hot plate for the first time, just make sure that you operate your electric hot plate in position 6 for 5 minutes. So this will make the agent on your hot plate, which is sensitive to heat, to get hardened by burning. So these are the 2 electric hot plates that we are talking about, and we said that they use electricity, okay? So that means, so the 3rd knob has shading on the upper side, so that means it is for operating that particular hot plate over there. So we have the 3rd knob right here. The shading is on the lower side, so that means it is for operating this particular hot plate right here. This one, the first one, or the smaller one. And then we have the 4th knob. You can see that the shading is on top. It means that it is for operating the electric hot plate on the further end. And as you can see, this hot plate is bigger than this one. So as you can see, they are not similar in size. This one is much smaller, this one is much larger. So whenever you're using your cooking utensils, make sure that you're using a flat bottomed saucepan, which is fully in contact with the heat as much as you can, so that you can use the energy more productively. Don't use a smaller pan that doesn't fit the hot plate well. Make sure you're using a pan that fits your hot plate nicely. So finally we have the 2 last knobs. You can see that they have flames. They are well calibrated. You can see some flames or some sparks right here, so that tells you that they are for operating the 2 gas cookers on the left side of the cooker. So the one that has shading on top is for operating that particular gas cooker on the further end right there, and then the other one that has the shading on the bottom is for operating this particular gas cooker right here. So it also has a compartment for putting your gas cylinder, so make sure your gas cylinder is fixed nicely. And then it has this oven compartment right here, and also there is a compartment down here for more storage. And also there is a compartment down there for more storage. This is where I store my baking trays, and also after baking or grilling you can place your food there so that it can keep warm. So yeah, so just a quick one, we've said that these 2 knobs are for operating the 2 gas cookers. We have the first one which is for operating the first one, the second one is for operating the second one, and then we have these 2 knobs are for operating the 2 electric hot plates. This electric hot plate is smaller than this one, and this first knob is for operating the first hot plate, and the second knob is for operating the second hot plate. And then we have these 2 knobs on the left side are for operating the 2, this particular one, this gas cooker and this other gas cooker. The first one is for operating the gas cooker on the further end, this one, and then we have this one is for operating this particular gas cooker. Up to that point we've said that the hot plate has 6 positions, from position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the positions that you use when you're setting your heat, okay, for the hot plate, how hot you want it to be. You can set position 1, 2, 3, 4, or a maximum of 6. So we have the minimum position and the maximum position. So guys, something else with this cooker is that the valves controlling the gas cooker, they have a special security mechanism. So in order to light the cooker, you always press on the switch forward, okay, like this way. So that is the igniter. It doesn't have the igniter. The one that I was having before, the Von, it was having the igniter where you ignite first and then you switch on the gas. So this one doesn't have the igniter. For you to light the cooker, you need to press on the switch forward and then bring it to the flame symbol. We have a flame symbol right here. So in order to light the cooker, always press on the switch forward. And then after pressing it forward, you bring it to the flame symbol by turning in a counterclockwise direction. You press it forward, turn it to counterclockwise direction. To minimize the flame, you just turn it counterclockwise direction like that. That is how you minimize the flame. Okay, so we can try with another one. For the other side, you just press forward, bring it to counterclockwise direction like that. Okay, you can see that it is lighting. To minimize the flame, you can reduce by turning it to counterclockwise. Up to that point, if you want to increase or switch off, you bring it to a clockwise direction. The other one, like that. So you need to press it in, then move it round to counterclockwise direction, and then when you want to minimize, you move it further to counterclockwise direction, such that this particular line is facing downwards. So to switch off, you can see that it cannot rotate again. You just bring it up like that. Okay, so that's basically it. For the hot plates, you just need to do the same. You press in, okay, and then you put it to the position that you want. If it is position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or a maximum of 6, okay. Once you're done, you switch it off. So for the hot plate, we have these two red. The bottom one is for the oven. This one on top is for the hot plate. When the hot plate is on, this one right here turns red. So you just need to press in as well and then turn it to counter clockwise direction, and then put the knob aligned with the position that you want, or the amount of heat that you want. And you can see that this particular button right here, it already turned into red, this one right here. So this one is for the hot plate and the other one is for the oven. When you turn off the hot plate, you can see that it turns off. So this is how you know whether the hot plate is on or it is off. Then for the oven, you just need to program the oven. Maybe whatever you've put in there, we want to see whether this one will light. So we want to bake, we want heat coming up and down, and we also want to bake with a degrees Celsius of maybe 120, and then we put the timer. So when you put the timer, you can see that it lights. This particular light turns on, and you can also see that inside the oven it is already lighting. Okay, it is already lighting. We have a bulb in the oven light there, so that you can be able to check your food. So yeah, that's basically it for the oven. So it still has some items in there. We have the tray, the grill, and rotisserie right here. So I'll be showing you how to operate everything in the oven with time. So that's basically it for this video. So when your oven is off, you can see these lines on the knob. You can see these lines on the knob right here. They should all be facing upwards, okay? So don't leave your oven on. Make sure that all the knobs have the lines, these ones, facing upwards like that. And that's basically it for this video. There you have it. So we are going to make some delicious meals here, and if you found this review helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And I would love to hear from you from the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about this particular cooker as compared to the other one. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reviews, recipes, and kitchen tips, and everything else that I would like to share with you on this channel. Also, make sure you watch the videos on my channel, you guys. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your overwhelming support, and I'll see you in my next video.